the beginning of the story, our main character says, "My name is Jiao Chen. I am the sole heir of Jiao Pharmaceuticals, and I used to live a carefree life off my grandfather's wealth. But after my grandfather passed away, everything changed. Our shareholders betrayed us, and our company, worth $50 billion, went bankrupt. I thought I had inherited nothing but debt, but when I looked through the things my grandfather left behind, I was completely shocked. And from that moment, my perspective on everything changed. The house he left me, I'm not living there alone. There are monsters living there with me, and the river nearby doesn't carry mud, it carries gold. Now, I'm slowly uncovering my grandfather's past. The world believed he was a pharmaceutical tycoon, but in reality he wasn't dealing with humans, he was dealing with gods. My grandfather's background and this strange world I've inherited are far more complicated than they appear. But one thing is certain, within my territory, no one can defy my command. How I survive in this world of monsters and gods, you'll see that as the story progresses." With that, the episode begins. At the start, we see Jiao Chen signing the bankruptcy papers. Lawyer Wang says, "Young Master Jiao, from today onward, you have no connection with the company. But before the chairman passed away, he left something for you. This box contains the things he left behind." When Jiao Chen opens the box, he finds several strange items. Looking at the documents, he says, "These look like property papers." Lawyer Wang explains, "All of these were registered under your personal name. That's why they couldn't be used during asset recovery." Jiao Chen replies, "Well, at least I got something from Grandpa." But in his mind, he thinks, "This Wang is such a scumbag. As long as Grandpa was alive, he worked for us. And the very next day after his death, he joined our rivals." Lawyer Wang continues, "You should actually be happy, young master. The chairman left you not one, but two things. The first is this box, and the second is a loan of 200,000 that you'll have to repay." Wang thinks to himself, since returning, the young master has lost his grandfather, his company, and now he's burdened with debt. He'll definitely break down and create a scene. But to his surprise, Jiao Chen shows no reaction at all. As he leaves, Jiao Chen says, "I'll repay the debt." Lawyer Wang says, "It's already late. I'll drop you home." Jiao Chen replies, "No need, I'll take a cab." Wang adds, "Be careful, young master. Supernatural incidents have been increasing in our city, and the things your grandfather left behind, they're quite strange." Jiao Chen thinks, what was he trying to say? What do my grandfather's belongings have to do with ghosts? Suddenly, some money falls out from the property documents. But it's not normal currency, it's underworld money. At that moment, the elevator lights go out. Jiao Chen mutters, "That bastard Wang must be trying to scare me. But I'm not a child anymore. I won't be scared so easily." Then he wonders, why did Grandpa leave me this kind of money? Just then, a cab arrives. The driver asks, "Sir, do you need a ride?" Jiao Chen thinks that license plate looks strange. But whatever, I just need to get home. He gets into the cab. The driver asks, "Where to, sir?" Jiao Chen replies, "Take me to Ferry Pier." Thinking to himself, Jiao Chen says that Wang thinks I have nothing left. But he doesn't know I still have a very valuable engine. I bought it from the black market at a high price. Looks like I'll have to remove it from my car and sell it. The driver says, "You seem troubled, sir. Looks like you're carrying a lot of debt." Jiao Chen was surprised. How did he know? The driver continues, "Kids these days are all the same. My son also took on huge debt for no reason. I had to work day and night to repay it." Jiao Chen observes, "This taxi feels strange. There's a black and white photo of his family hanging here." Suddenly, the driver takes a turn into a narrow alley. Jiao Chen asks, "What are you doing?" The driver replies, "It's a shortcut, sir. We'll reach faster." Jiao Chen immediately senses something is wrong. He recalls Lawyer Wang's warning. He tries to make a call, but there's no signal. Jiao Chen thinks, getting out of this alive is going to be difficult. The driver stops the car and says, "You'll have to go ahead on foot from here." Jiao Chen hands him money and says, "Here, keep the change." But as he starts to leave, the driver stops him. Jiao Chen starts running, thinking, what's his problem? I've already paid him. Why is he chasing me? In the rush, his wallet and property papers fall to the ground. Before he can pick them up, the driver reaches him. The driver says coldly, "You can't escape. What belongs to me, you can't take it away." He pulls out the money from Jiao Chen's wallet and says, "This is the underworld. Only underworld currency works here." Seeing this, Jiao Chen was shocked. He realizes, so the cab I took was an underworld cab. I don't have time to think about this right now. I need to get out of here. Fast. After running a little further, Jiao Chen finally reaches a proper road. Jiao Chen says, "My house is on this very road. But honestly, This place already looks quite scary. Is it really the right decision to move forward? Then again, this house was left to me by Grandpa. I used to think the underworld money he gave me was a joke. But just now, that same money saved my life. If Grandpa did all this, then there must be a reason behind it. So I'll definitely go and see what he left for me. As he approaches the house, he notices a huge river nearby. Zhao Chen thinks, there's no river this big anywhere in our city. So where did this one come from? When he enters the house, he finds some keys and a book. He says, could this be Grandpa's diary? Maybe he wrote something important for me. The diary reads, this is from December 1992. Zhao Chen was shocked and thinks, that's the same day Mom and Dad died. In the diary, his grandfather wrote, on this day, I lost my entire family in an accident. When I thought everything was over, a strange man appeared before me. He told me that I couldn't save my family. When I asked who he was, he revealed himself as Hades, a messenger of the underworld. He had come to take the souls of my entire family. I was filled with rage, so I challenged him. If I could save 1 million people within 10 years, he would bring my family back to life. Hades was impressed by my courage and accepted the bet. He revived my grandson, but he refused to bring back my son and daughter-in-law. And he warned me that if I lost, it would not end well for Zhao Chen. After reading this, Zhao Chen thinks, was I already dead 10 years ago? And Grandpa made such a huge gamble for me? Now I understand why our family's special medicine was distributed for free. It could have been sold for millions, yet it was given away. And that's exactly why our company went bankrupt. He then notices that some pages in the diary are stuck together. Zhao Chen says, I need to read everything, but how do I open these pages? Further in the diary it reads, on July 23, that bastard Hades came to see me again. By then, we had made many bets, and I had even won underworld money in this house from him. He had grown frustrated after losing to me repeatedly. So our final bet was simple. My bet was that my grandson Zhao Chen would be able to survive in the underworld for a long time. He would face no problems in this world. So now, everything depends on you, Zhao Chen. After reading this, Zhao Chen says, I've understood quite a lot. But those sealed pages still hide many secrets. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. Zhao Chen thinks, who could it be at this hour? When he looks outside, he sees a little girl. He thinks, this isn't the real world, it's the underworld. I shouldn't be foolish enough to open the door. But suddenly, the girl opens the door herself and walks inside. When Zhao Chen looks at her reflection in the mirror, he realizes she's a powerful ghost. The ghost says, Big brother, I'm very hungry. Can you give me something to eat? Zhao Chen thinks, she doesn't know that I've seen her true form. I need to stay calm or I'll be exposed. He says, you're hungry? Don't worry, I'll give you something really good to eat. The ghost replies, you're lying. You don't have anything. What can you possibly give me? Panicking, Zhao Chen thinks, I must stay calm. One mistake here could cost me my life. He says, I'm not lying. I brought plenty of food with me. Let me open this box. I'll give you something delicious. The ghost, excited, says, hurry up. I'm starving. But then, she accidentally sees her own reflection in the mirror. She says coldly, you already know my true identity. So you were lying all along? At that moment, Zhao Chen tries to run, but the ghost uses tentacles to grab him. Zhao Chen thinks, Grandpa, what kind of place have you thrown me into? He shouts, Ghost, let me go. Suddenly, the ghost releases him. Zhao Chen was confused and says, what just happened? Is it because I'm the owner of this property? Does that mean anyone inside my territory has to obey me? If that's true, then I can do anything here, and no one can harm me. After realizing this, Zhao Chen starts ordering the ghost around. Go outside, walk around, and come back in. He thinks, I knew it. Grandpa was a genius. He even managed to outplay a messenger of hell. There's no way he would leave his grandson to die. Let's see what else is inside this house. I still have another key. When he opens another box, a clown suddenly pops out. Zhao Chen says, Grandpa still hasn't lost his habit of playing pranks. Inside, he also finds some photos and a fishing rod. He wonders, can I eat things caught from the underworld? Well, if Grandpa left it here, there must be a reason. Inside a letter, his grandfather had written, My child, if you're reading this, it means you've already cleared the initial stages. I once thought of telling you everything about this world, but then I realized it might make your survival harder. So the truth will reveal itself at the right time. You are my grandson, and I believe you will live happily even in this world. I just hope you won't be angry with your grandfather. Reading this, Zhao Chen starts crying. He thinks, Grandpa, even after doing so much for me, you were still worried that I might hate you. You wanted me to live happily in this world, right? Well then, I already have everything I need to survive here. So from now on, I'll live my life to the fullest. After that, Zhao Chen starts measuring his entire house. My backyard is only 27 meters long, but according to the papers, the property dimensions were supposed to be 60 by 40 meters. So how did the area become this small? Could it be that the remaining land has been submerged in water? Just then, as the water recedes, more of the area was revealed. Zhao Chen notices something shining and thinks, "What is that glowing thing? Don't tell me that's gold." At the same time, the octopus ghost gets scared after seeing crabs and other strange creatures. Zhao Chen says, "I'm a human, yet I'm not as scared as you, even though you're a ghost. Anyway, it wouldn't be wise for me to go and pick up the gold myself. Let's have the ghost do it instead." The ghost pulls out the gold and other items from the water. Zhao Chen says, "This gold is of the highest purity. It'll sell for a very high price in the market." Then he walks toward a shell and says, "This shell looks ancient. Whatever is inside must be valuable." He tells the ghost, "Open it." Inside, Zhao Chen finds a pearl. He says, "Take the pearl out." As soon as the ghost takes it out, one of her tentacles gets burned. Zhao Chen observes, "This looks quite extraordinary. When I touch it with gold or use keys, it reacts normally, so I should be able to hold it." He picks up the pearl and holds it for a while, but nothing happens to him. He thinks, so this pearl only affects ghosts. It has no harmful effect on humans. Anyway, I've been exploring this world for quite some time. I should go back and see what's happening in the human world. But how do I go back? Maybe this key can help. Using the key, he teleports back to the place where he first arrived. He says, "It brought me back to the road where I took the cab. This place isn't safe. I should return home." He quickly goes back. Zhao Chen says, "I have to admit, traveling between two worlds is pretty cool." Just then, another page of the diary reveals itself. That bastard Hades deceived me. He only now revealed that once you start traveling between the two worlds, the danger of ghosts in the real world will increase significantly, and the real world will no longer be safe to live in. Scene shifts. Zhao Chen was now at the black market. The shopkeeper weighs the gold and says, "I can offer you 250,000 for this. First, you don't have proof of ownership. Second, I don't know whether it's stolen or genuine." Zhao Chen replies, "I won't take a single rupee less than 280,000. And if I wanted the right price, I would have gone to a proper shop, not the black market." The shopkeeper says, all right, deal at 280,000. Don't get upset." Just then, a news broadcast plays on the radio. On July 31st, year 119, strange incidents are occurring. People are advised not to go out at night, as ghost-related dangers have increased significantly. The shopkeeper comments, "Honestly, it's becoming very difficult to live these days. If ghosts act like normal humans, what can ordinary people even do?" After leaving, Zhao Chen says, "I didn't believe in all this before, but after seeing it with my own eyes, I can't deny it anymore. I should go into an alley to teleport. Teleporting in a crowded place wouldn't be safe." As soon as he enters an alley, he hears footsteps. When he turns back, he sees a man in red heels walking toward him. Zhao Chen says, "This guy looks really strange." The man says, "Little brother, I'm in a lot of pain. Please help me. I can't walk anymore." Feeling uneasy, Zhao Chen replies, "Sorry, I have urgent work. I can't help you." And he starts running, but soon the alley suddenly closes off. Zhao Chen thinks, when will these ghosts stop chasing me? Let me use the key and go back. But this time, the key doesn't work. The man says, "You can't leave like this. I'm too tired. You have to help me." He begins attacking Zhao Chen. At that moment, Zhao Chen uses the pearl and destroys the man's entire body. As he walks away, he notices that the red heels are no longer on the man's feet. Instead, they start chasing Zhao Chen. He thinks, even without a body, they're still alive? Does that mean these heels were controlling him? If I want to escape, I'll have to fight. But suddenly, the red heels disappear. Zhao Chen wonders, what happened? Did they get scared because of the pearl? Scene shifts to 1 hour later. Ghost hunters arrive at the location. A doctor examines the body and says, "This body is completely destroyed. The man has been dead for at least a week, and the body was burned recently, probably to destroy evidence. The bones in his legs are completely fractured. It looks like whoever did this hated him deeply." A ghost hunter arrives and says, "Doctor, this case will now be handled by the Ghost Division, not the police. You can stop your investigation." Scene shifts again. At a hotel, Zhao Chen was taking a bath. "My body smelled terrible. Finally, that disgusting smell is gone." After that, he starts searching for houses online. He thinks, "I need a safe place to teleport. Otherwise, I'll keep getting into dangerous situations like this." Meanwhile, the TV reports, A burnt body was found in an alley yesterday. If anyone recognizes the victim, please report to the police immediately. Zhao Chen says, ever since I received my grandfather's belongings, all these strange incidents have only increased. I don't even know what else I'll have to face next. After that, Zhao Chen returns home. He says, another page of the diary has been unlocked. The diary reads, Year 99, August 15, that bastard Hades came to meet me again. He told me he was going to take me somewhere. On the 20th, when he showed me the house, I realized his intentions were not good at all. My child, be careful. When you return from this house to the real world, supernatural activity around you will increase significantly. This is all part of Hades' scheme. Zhao Chen thinks, so that's why ghosts keep following me wherever I go. To win the bet against my grandfather, Hades is doing everything he can. He wants to reclaim everything my grandfather won from him. But if Grandpa didn't want him to get those things back, then they must be extremely important for me. If I didn't have that pearl today, I would have definitely died. But looking at it another way, Grandpa has given me a huge opportunity. A mysterious world like this, and only I have access to it. I need to stay here and learn more about it. I can tell this river is going to give me a lot. Later, Zhao Chen prepares food for himself. Looking at the octopus ghost, he says, do you want something too? If you want, I can share this food with you. The octopus ghost happily replies, this is really delicious. Zhao Chen says, your appearance is quite strange. We need to change that. The ghost asks, Master, is this okay? Zhao Chen replies, eat as much as you want, but after that, you'll have to help me pull gold out of the water. After a while, the octopus ghost brings out a large amount of gold for him. Zhao Chen says happily, if I can gain this much just by feeding you a little, then I have no complaints. Suddenly, the ground starts shaking. Looking outside, Zhao Chen says, it looks like a flood is coming. We need to prepare for it. He quickly puts the house papers into a box and tells the octopus, hold this box tightly. We can't afford to lose it. Moments later, a huge wave crashes into the house. The rope tied to the box snaps, and everything was thrown into chaos. Before Zhao Chen can swim upward, a mermaid ghost appears in front of him. Because of the water, he can't even give orders to the ghost. He thinks, I have to use the pearl or I'm going to die. He uses the pearl, burning the mermaid's hand, and quickly starts swimming upward. But before he can reach the surface, the mermaid grabs his leg. The mermaid says, you can't escape from my grasp. Zhao Chen thinks, I can't hold my breath any longer. Is this the end? Just then, the octopus monster wraps him with its tentacles and pulls him away. The mermaid shouts, let him go, he's my prey. Even though the octopus gets burned by the pearl's energy, it still drags Zhao Chen out of the water. The mermaid says coldly, that artifact of yours will only bring you trouble. No matter what you do, you won't survive. You're going to die here. Furious, Zhao Chen replies, my grandfather paid a huge price for my life. I'm not going to die at the hands of something like you. He throws the pearl into the mermaid's mouth and kicks her back into the water. After a while, Zhao Chen opens his eyes and sees the octopus monster standing in front of him. He says, you had a perfect chance to escape. Why didn't you take it? The octopus transforms back into a little girl and says, big brother, I'm hungry. Zhao Chen smiles and says, don't worry, I'll cook something nice for you. Also, calling you octopus feels strange. From now on, your name is Octa. They collect all the items scattered along the shore. Zhao Chen says, it looks like we made a huge profit this time. Even this tree looks interesting. I'm sure the fruits on it will sell for a high price. He uproots the tree and brings it back. Then his eyes fall on a sword lying on the ground. He says, Octa, pull that sword out. But as soon as Octa tries, the sword becomes aggressive. When Zhao Chen throws objects at it, the sword slices everything apart instantly. He thinks, compared to the pearl, this thing is way more violent. It's cutting not just monsters but everything. If I get close, it might kill me too. Suddenly, he hears a sound from the bushes. Turning around, Zhao Chen says, who's there? Come out. An old man steps out and says, a living human here? That's quite unusual. Zhao Chen thinks, there's something strange about this old man. I need to be careful. The old man says, young man, it seems that flood brought you quite a fortune. Zhao Chen thinks, so he knows about these items. Is he going to demand a share? Zhao Chen replies politely, Grandpa, I don't know your name, but you seem like a kind spirit. Please, come inside. Let's sit and talk. Zhao Chen thinks to himself, once this old man enters my house, I'll figure out how to control him. But the old man says, no, I don't know you. How can I just enter your house like that? Zhao Chen thinks, this old man is actually quite smart. Looking at the weapon, the old man says, This sword is quite extraordinary. Would you be willing to sell it to me? Jiao Chen thinks. Why is he calling it a sword? It looks more like a dagger. It seems this old man really knows a lot about things in this place. The old man asks again. You haven't answered yet. Would you like to sell it? Jiao Chen replies. Well, this sword was my favorite, but since you've asked for it, how can I refuse? I just hope you'll give me something useful in return. The old man smiles and says, You may be young, but you handle situations very well. Jiao Chen says, I don't need money. I want knowledge about this place and these things. From your appearance alone, I can tell you're very knowledgeable. If you teach me, it will greatly increase my understanding. Hearing this, the old man becomes very pleased. He says, Here, take this spirit mirror. Whatever you point it at, it will reveal information about it. If you have any trouble using it, don't worry. I'll come to see you every week. Jiao Chen says, Thank you very much. But about this sword, I can't pull it out myself. It's too dangerous, and I'm afraid it might cut my hand. So it would be better if you take it yourself. The old man nods and says, You're very wise. If you had tried to take that sword yourself, I can guarantee you'd already be dead. Using his energy, the old man pulls the sword out. He explains, This sword has taken many lives. That's why its killing intent has grown extremely strong. After stabilizing it, he stores it away and continues, This is a very powerful weapon, one of the top 10 swords in history. Coming here today has truly benefited me. Jiao Chen thinks, for a sword to have such a reputation even in the underworld, it must be incredibly powerful. Honestly, I don't even know if trading it for the mirror was a profit or a loss. But since I couldn't even touch the sword, getting something in return is still a gain. At least, thanks to this mirror, I won't die easily. Besides, with all the gold I'm getting from here, I won't lack money. What I truly lacked was information. And now, with this mirror, that gap is filled. He then uses the mirror on Octa. The mirror reveals, this creature is called the Big Head Octopus. It is one of the most timid ghosts in the entire underworld. It excels in illusion magic. If you either beat it a little or feed it, it will recognize you as its master. Jiao Chen says, You're calling it timid? Just a while ago, it risked its life to save me. I don't think I can fully trust your information. Octa, you're very brave. Don't mind what it says. Let's see what this tree is. The mirror explains. This tree is called Spirit Coral. It has been growing underwater for nearly 1,000 years. It has absorbed countless souls and monsters. Because of this, each fruit contains different abilities. Anyone who eats them will gain powers, but you must be extremely careful. If you lose focus while consuming them, it could be very dangerous. Jiao Chen says, So I can become stronger by eating these fruits? But what if I turn into something like a monster? Then it wouldn't be worth it. At that moment, one fruit suddenly breaks off and falls. Jiao Chen shouts, Octa, it's trying to escape. Catch it. Octa transforms and grabs the fruit, but it suddenly breaks free and cuts off several of her tentacles. Jiao Chen says, Stop right there. Using the mirror again, he learns, this is called an iron mimic. It is excellent at mimicry. Its body is extremely strong. It can also be used as storage, as it can hold a large amount of items inside itself. Jiao Chen says, a spatial ability, that's actually very useful. I can definitely make good use of this. Suddenly, the mimic starts moving and transforms into Octa. Jiao Chen thinks, so it's showing me its abilities. I can use this in many ways. I just need to figure out how. He says, Iron Mimic, show me your true form. The mimic transforms into a small child. Jiao Chen thinks, it's actually quite cute. There's no benefit in destroying something like this. He orders, from now on, you will stay here. You are not allowed to harm anyone without my permission, and you must not leave this house. Later, Jiao Chen returns to the real world. He thinks, ever since that ghost chased me last time, I feel like someone is always following me. Then he notices two people talking behind him. Recently, a body was found in that alley. The culprit has already been caught. Our ghost hunters are doing a great job. Jiao Chen thinks, caught? But I was the one who burned that body. So who exactly did they catch? Meanwhile, two ghost hunters were watching Jiao Chen. One of them says, so this is Jiao Chen? He doesn't look special at all. The other replies, people who look normal are often the most dangerous. He's the only one who came out of that alley alive. Everyone else who entered, died. The first one asks, Li Ding, are you sure there's something unusual about him? Li Ding replies, I can't say for certain, but I strongly suspect him. The first one says, he's leaving. We should follow him. Meanwhile, Jiao Chen arrives at the location of his new house, ready to inspect it. As he opens the door, the landlady grandma asks, Child, why have you come here? Jiao Chen replies, Grandma, I told you earlier, I came here to see the house. She smiles and says, please, come inside. While showing him around, she says, if it were someone else, I would charge at least $2,000. But since you seem like a good boy, I'll rent it to you for $1,000. I only have 2 conditions. First, there must be no dust on the furniture. Second, there must be no spider webs on the walls. Zhao Chen says, don't worry about that at all. I'm very good at cleaning. She nods, all right, just take care of it. Later, Zhao Chen enters his room and thinks, this house is actually amazing. I really don't understand why she's renting such a great place so cheaply. Well, whatever. I should get some sleep. It's already very late. After a while, he feels like someone has opened his door. He thinks, who came here again? This time, I didn't even go into any alley. I'm just quietly sleeping in my room. I'll pretend I didn't notice, then I'll wrap it up in a blanket. As the red heels approach him, Zhao Chen suddenly wraps them in a blanket and starts hitting them with a stool. After a while, he says, the noises have stopped. Does that mean the red heels are gone? But when he removes the blanket, nothing was there, because the red heels have suddenly attached themselves to his feet. Outside, 2 people were observing everything. One says, Ladine, through his dreams we've already learned quite a lot. If you continue this, it might cause problems for you. Lidin replies, yeah, I'm getting tired too. We should end this. They use their power and terminate Zhao Chen's dream. The first one asks, so what did you find? Is he the red heels? Lidin replies, no, he knows quite a lot about the case, but he's not directly connected. The other asks, then what should we do? Should we take him in for investigation? Ledin says, we don't have enough evidence. We can't detain a normal person based on this. The scene shifts to the head of the ghost hunters, who says, the Jiao family has helped many people for years. Many major banks and pharmaceutical companies wouldn't be this successful without their support. Even our spirit guild grew strong because Mr. Jiao funded us. So protecting his grandson is our responsibility. Tell everyone in the guild, no matter what happens, Zhao Chen must not be harmed. This is how we repay his grandfather. Meanwhile, Zhao Chen, now wearing the red heels, returns to the same alley where he first encountered them. He sees someone approaching and says, please help me, I'm in a lot of pain. It turns out to be the same ghost as before. The ghost says, if you want help, go to warehouse number 2. That's where you'll find it. Zhao Chen asks, what do you mean? Speak clearly. But the ghost suddenly burns away and disappears. When Zhao Chen wakes up, he's back in his room. He says in shock, was all of that just a dream? But it felt completely real. And why was that ghost talking about warehouse number 2? Is there some secret there? At that moment, he receives a message on his phone. Your engine has arrived. Please collect it from warehouse number 2. Zhao Chen says, well, that's perfect. Now I have a reason to go there. But that dream definitely wasn't normal. The warehouse appearing in my dream? And then my engine being delivered there too. This can't be a coincidence. I need to be very careful. He arrives at the port. Meanwhile, inside his house, the red heels were hiding. Zhao Chen happily says, even if this engine is old, it's still very valuable. Suddenly, someone bumps into him. He thinks, my wallet is still here. So why did that guy bump into me? Later, he goes to a supermarket and buys supplies for an entire month. He thinks, I wish I had brought the iron mimic with me. I could have stored everything inside it instead of carrying all this weight. If that dream had been real, I wouldn't have stood a chance against that ghost. I need to prepare myself. Life doesn't give second chances. After returning home, he thinks, now that I have a house, teleporting safely won't be a problem. I can store everything here. Suddenly, when he looks into the mirror, he sees a ghost clinging to his back. He thinks, when did this thing get on me? The ghost tries to escape. Zhao Chen shouts, stop right there. Okta, come here, catch it. Let's see what this thing was doing. Using the mirror, he learns, this ghost is called a light dolphin. It is excellent at hiding and feeds on human blood. If fried in oil, it actually tastes quite good. Annoyed, Zhao Chen says, I traded such an amazing sword for this useless mirror. And all it does is give random information without explaining anything properly. He thinks, when I came home yesterday, this ghost wasn't attached to me. And after that, I only met 3 people. The landlady, the seller, and that guy who bumped into me. So he must have planted this thing on me. Zhao Chen says, light dolphin, I'm going to ask you some questions. Nod your head to answer. Did you attach yourself to me at the port? The dolphin nods. Did the person who sent you want to kill me? The dolphin shakes its head. Zhao Chen says, well, that's good. At least no one wants me dead. Wait, did that person want something from me? Something valuable? The dolphin nods again. Zhao Chen thinks, What do I have that's so valuable that someone would go this far to get it? He asks. Do you know anything about the red heels? The dolphin gives no response. Zhao Chen sighs. Looks like you're not useful anymore. Fine, get ready to die. He feeds the dolphin a fruit, and after eating it, the fruit spits out a pearl. Zhao Chen says, if I eat this, I might gain an ability too. But what if, after eating it, I turn into a monster like the others? Then again, if I stay powerless, I'll die anyway. So it's better to at least try. The risk is high, but this is my only chance to survive. With that, Zhao Chen eats the pearl. It tastes slightly sweet and very cold. Suddenly, intense pain surges through his body. The scene shifts to a basement where a man coughs up blood and dies. The others shout, "Third brother, what happened to you?" A girl explains, his ghost was killed, and because of that, he died too. A man in a cloak says angrily, "Whoever killed our brother, we won't spare them." The girl adds, "Could this have been done by a ghost hunters? But ghost hunters don't kill this quickly, so it must have been done by someone else. Brother 6, go and bring Zhao Chen here." Third brother had sent his ghost after him. Meanwhile, Zhao Chen has fully recovered. He says, "After eating it, I felt pain for a while, but now my body is much stronger than before. And the best part, I've gained an ability. I can turn invisible using it." 5 minutes later, the effect ends. Zhao Chen says, "So I can only use it for 5 minutes. What if I use this ability in front of the mirror? Will it still detect me?" When he tries, the ability fails. So the mirror doesn't just reveal reality, it can also suppress abilities. That's why no ghost can hide in front of it. "Grandpa, you were amazing. You never did anything without a reason. This mirror is like a shield you left behind to protect me." Then he says seriously, "What really happened to you, Grandpa? I will find out. I'll uncover every mystery you left behind." Suddenly the diary opens on its own. It reads, "This is from September 1st, year 99. By then, I had met Hades many times. To be honest, seeing ghosts and monsters had become normal for me. But one day, those things reached my home. When my grandson Zhao Chen was watching TV, a ghost appeared behind him. He was terrified. I lied to him, saying it was just a prank, but in truth, it was a real ghost." Zhao Chen was shocked. "So that wasn't a prank?" "After that day, Grandpa kept playing pranks on me." "Does that mean none of them were pranks? They were all real ghosts?" The diary continues. "In December of that same year, people from major banks came to buy shares in my company. They were impressed by the profits and offered incredible deals. Under normal circumstances, I would have accepted. But because of Zhao Chen, I refused. They must have thought I had gone crazy, giving away medicine for free and ruining my company. After they left, that bastard Hades came to see me again. He said, 'All your money is worthless. The only truly valuable currency is underworld money. Human money is only useful while you're alive. But underworld money never loses its value.' As he spoke, he burned the underworld money in front of me. But the moment he burned it, I saw something terrifying. A shadow." Zhao Chen gets frustrated. What's wrong with this diary? Whenever it reaches an important part, it just stops. He thinks, what did Grandpa see when the money burned? I still have one note left. If I burn it, what will happen? The scene shifts 3 days later. The narrator explains, "In these 3 days, Zhao Chen collected many items and tested them in hot water." Zhao Chen says, "This pearl is amazing. It can attack monsters and ghosts. If I place it in a cage and drop it into the water, I can lure monsters into my territory." When he places the mirror over a shell, it suddenly gives him a recipe to craft it. Annoyed, Zhao Chen says, "What's wrong with this mirror? It only works properly 3 times a day. After that, it just gives random nonsense recipes." The next day, he finds a ginseng. The mirror explains, "This is blood ginseng. It can heal injuries rapidly. If someone eats it, their body will become as strong as steel." Zhao Chen gets excited. "Strong as steel? That's incredible." The mirror adds, "But after 3 days, you'll turn into a zombie." Irritated, Zhao Chen says, "Can't you just say everything at once? I was about to eat it. I can't risk that. I'll give it to Octa instead. She's injured. It will help her recover." The next day, Zhao Chen brings candy for the iron mimic. After eating it, the mimic reacts badly. Zhao Chen thinks, so not all monsters are like Octa? She can eat anything easily, but this one can't even handle candy. Suddenly, the iron mimic happily grabs Zhao Chen's leg and behaves like a dog when he throws candy. Zhao Chen smiles. "So it likes candy. That means I can keep it loyal with this." He says, "All right, mimic, I'm giving you a mission. If you complete it, I'll give you 3 candies a day. Your task is to transform into this glove and stay in that form until I tell you otherwise. If you stay in that form all day, you'll get your reward. Immediately, the iron mimic transforms into a glove. Zhao Chen says, "There's gold over there. Devour it." The iron mimic immediately consumes all the gold. Zhao Chen thinks, there must be at least 10 kilograms of gold inside it, yet it hasn't become heavy at all. From now on, I'll always have a storage space with me. I can use it as a trump card anytime. After that, Zhao Chen returns to the real world. He says, "Using my car engine, I'll create a machine in the underworld that continuously pulls valuable treasures for me." Meanwhile, the ghost hunters were secretly observing him. Ledin asks, "Do you know who owns this house?" The red-haired man replies, "At first, I thought it belonged to an ordinary person. But after checking the information, I was shocked. The owner is Granny Zheng. No one knows her full name. No one knows how many family members she has or where she's from." Ledin says seriously, "Don't talk too much about Granny. She used to be a soldier, and she has strong backing from powerful people in this region. Saying anything careless about her could cost you dearly." Then Ledin notices, "Look, Zhao Chen has come out. Seems like he's heading somewhere in his car." Soon, Zhao Chen arrives at warehouse number 2. He says, "This is the place the ghost mentioned in my dream. This entire warehouse has 19 doors, 2 CCTV cameras, and every 13 meters there's a blind spot where the cameras can't see. Eating that fruit really benefited me. My senses have improved significantly." When he reaches the door, he cannot open it because it requires a card. At that moment, the iron mimic starts reacting. Zhao Chen asks, "What's wrong? Why are you shaking?" Just then, a manager arrives and says, "Sir, here's the item you ordered. You haven't completed the full payment yet. How would you like to pay?" Zhao Chen pays in cash. Then he says, "I need to store something that requires a cold environment. Do you have such a facility?" The manager replies, "Yes, our second warehouse has a large refrigeration system. No matter how big the item is, we can store it safely." Zhao Chen says, "How can I trust you? I want to see warehouse number 2 myself." The manager hesitates. "I'm sorry, sir, but outsiders are not allowed inside." Zhao Chen responds, "It's very important for me to see it personally. If you cooperate, it will benefit you." After taking some money, the manager agrees. Normally, outsiders aren't allowed. "But since you seem trustworthy, I'll make an exception." Zhao Chen smiles. "You're a great manager. You'll go far in life." The manager opens the door. He explains, "This warehouse is divided into 3 sections. First, the normal storage area. Second, the emergency frozen area. And the coldest, deep freeze area. However, the deep freeze area is restricted. Only robots can enter. If humans go in, the alarm will trigger." Zhao Chen says, "That's fine. I don't need to go there. My items can be stored here." But he thinks, "When I was outside, the iron mimic reacted strongly, but after entering, it stopped reacting. Maybe I was overthinking. There's nothing unusual here." Then the manager points ahead. That area is the deep freeze section. No matter how cold something is, it can be stored there. Suddenly, the iron mimic starts reacting again. Zhao Chen thinks there's definitely something wrong in that area. The manager asks, "What's wrong, sir?" Zhao Chen replies, "It's too cold for me." The manager says, "I told you, the temperature here is extremely low. Let's go outside before you fall sick." Zhao Chen thinks seriously, what could be inside that deep freeze area? The iron mimic has lived in the underworld its entire life. If even it is afraid, then whatever is inside is definitely not normal. For now, I shouldn't return here. I'll send a letter to the Spirit Guild and let them investigate. Until then, I must avoid getting into trouble. Suddenly, someone calls out, "Brother, I'm stuck. Can you help me?" Zhao Chen says, "Wait a second, I'm coming." But as soon as he extends his hand to help, he was suddenly pulled into a van. Brother 6 warns, "Don't scream. It'll take me only a second to break your neck." Zhao Chen thinks, this guy must be connected to the person who bumped into me earlier. He says nervously, "I'll give you whatever money you want. Just don't kill me." Brother 6 replies coldly, "Sit quietly. Don't speak unless I tell you to." Then he takes Zhao Chen's phone and crushes it. He adds, "I'm neither a kidnapper nor a thief. Even if the police come, they won't be able to do anything." Suddenly, the driver says, "Brother, someone is following us." Shocked, Brother 6 says, "The Spirit Guild? How did they arrive so quickly? We need to inform the leader." Zhao Chen thinks, "I can't even see the phone properly. His body is blocking everything." Another man says, "The signal is blocked. This must be the Spirit Guild's doing." Suddenly, the driver sharply turns the vehicle. Brother 6 shouts angrily, "What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?" The driver replies, "I'm taking us to our territory. Once we enter our zone, the Spirit Guild won't be able to touch us." Zhao Chen thinks, these guys aren't afraid of the Spirit Guild at all. Well, that's actually good for me, because I have the iron mimic, and they know nothing about it. At the right moment, I can use it to escape. Just then, the driver says, they're getting very close to us. There's only one way to escape them. Saying this, he suddenly drives the car off a slope. Meanwhile, the ghost hunters say, what do we do now? They've gotten too far ahead. Lidin steps forward and says, don't worry, I'll handle this. We've been ordered by the guild head to save that boy at any cost. His grandfather did a lot for our guild. Saying this, Lidin jumps into a truck. The driver asks, who are you? How did you get in? Lidin replies, I'm from the Spirit Guild. My name is Ledin. I need your vehicle. He then crashes the truck into the van. Jiao Chen thinks, this fat guy's aura feels just like a ghost. But strangely, it doesn't look like a ghost is controlled by him. Instead, it feels like he himself is being controlled by a ghost. The driver says, Fatty, calm down. It's daytime now. You can't kill anyone. Annoyed, Fatty replies, if I can't kill, then what am I supposed to do? The driver says, just follow my instructions. Everything will be fine. Then he steers the vehicle toward another location. He shouts, everyone, jump out quickly. Fatty drags Jiao Chen out of the van and throws him aside. He says, you've grown this big, yet you scream like a girl. If you scream again, I'll snap your neck. Jiao Chen thinks, I need to act like I'm weak and scared. Only then will he lower his guard. Fatty mocks him. You're such a coward. You should have been a girl. Maybe our information is wrong. How could someone like you possess those things? A coward like you couldn't control them. Jiao Chen notices the driver and thinks, when did he get here? I didn't even notice him. The driver says sternly, Fatty, stay in your limits. Don't doubt our boss. Take the boy and leave. I'll handle the ghost hunter. And if he causes trouble, kill him. We only need clues. We can get them by any means. Jiao Chen thinks, this driver is serious. If they can get clues from my body, they might kill me at any moment. Fatty says, I'll only kill him if he tries to escape. But judging by how cowardly he is, he won't run. After walking some distance, Fatty says, I'm tired. I'll rest here. Jiao Chen says, your friend is fighting such a powerful opponent. Aren't you worried? Fatty replies confidently, my friend is facing only one person. No ghost hunter can defeat a spirit master. Jiao Chen asks, what are spirit masters and ghost hunters? Fatty explains, we are spirit masters. And those so-called ghost hunters are the ones hiding the truth. Normal humans are like sheep. Their only purpose is to make us spirit masters stronger. The ghost hunters are just shepherds protecting those sheep. And we, spirit masters, will use them to become gods. Jiao Chen thinks, using humans to become gods, what does he mean? Whatever it is, I need to escape. If I don't get out now, he'll definitely kill me. Jiao Chen says, if you're going to kill me anyway, at least show me what a spirit master can do. Fatty replies, I normally don't listen to anyone, but since you're such a coward, and this is your last wish, I'll grant it. Watch carefully. The power of a god. As he releases his power, Jiao Chen thinks, this idiot is completely controlled by a spirit. His body has been fully possessed. He's no longer human, he's a monster. Fatty continues, do you really think those weak ghost hunters can stand against our power? No one gains anything by walking the path of righteousness. Only evil people truly achieve great things. Now tell me, where did you hide those items? Jiao Chen replies, I don't know what you're talking about, but he thinks he must be talking about warehouse number 2. There's definitely something there. The iron mimic reacted and these people are after it too. But what's my connection to that place? Fatty says, looks like you won't talk easily. No problem, we'll kill you, capture your soul, and extract everything from it. As Jiao Chen starts running, he thinks, this is my chance to escape. How long can this fat guy keep up with me? Fatty shouts, you think you can escape? Idiot. But soon, Jiao Chen disappears into tall grass. Fatty panics. Where did he go? Suddenly, Jiao Chen appears from the side and lands a powerful punch. He thinks, in situations like this, my invisibility ability is incredibly useful. Within moments, he beats Fatty until he reverts back to a human state. After that, Jiao Chen drags him into the underworld. He says, you will answer whatever I ask. Why were you targeting me? Fatty replies, I don't even know. But suddenly, he starts speaking uncontrollably. That thief stole one of our 4 items, and you were the last person seen in contact with him. That's why we were following you. Fatty thinks in panic. Why is my mouth moving on its own? Boss said never to reveal this information. If he finds out, he'll kill me. I need to kill this guy to fix everything. Jiao Chen asks, what exactly did that thief steal? Fatty replies, I don't know what it is, but I do know it's extremely important to us. A lot of people worked for years to obtain it. Jiao Chen asks, do you have many followers? Fatty says, yes, we have an alliance with many followers. They all work for us, hoping to gain power and become spirit masters like us. Zhao Chen says, one last question. What connection do you have with the Red Heels? Shocked, Fatty replies, Red Heels? This is the first time I'm hearing about them. Zhao Chen thinks, he can't lie while he's inside my domain, so it seems he really doesn't know anything about the Red Heels. But honestly, this is strange. I thought those weird dreams were caused by the Red Heels. Fatty suddenly says, I really need to pee. Untie me or I'll have to do it in my pants. Zhao Chen unties him. Fatty thinks, this place is really strange. I should leave first, then come back later with my people. Thinking this, Fatty jumps into the water. As he swims away, he says, I'm a great swimmer. I'll reach the shore in no time. But suddenly, a monster appears and devours him. Zhao Chen says calmly, I didn't want to dirty my hands by killing you. I was already thinking about how to deal with you, but you found a perfect way yourself. Now I don't feel bad at all. My job is done. I should head back. The ghost hunters must be looking for me. If I delay too long, it'll be hard to explain. Since they've already appeared in front of me, I can use this chance to understand their motives. Scene shifts. Ledin says, the footprints suddenly disappear here. The red-haired officer says, it's possible they killed him. They have powers. They could even extract information from corpses. Suddenly, Zhao Chen runs toward them, pretending to panic. He shouts, the Red Heels will kill me. Officers, please help me. Scene shifts to a hospital. Lidin asks, you mentioned Red Heels. What exactly happened? Zhao Chen replies, yes, this is the second time I've seen them. When they appeared, they suddenly attached themselves to Fatty's feet. After that, he started running like a madman. Lidin says, this isn't the first time something like this has happened to you. You saw ghosts in the alley before too. Why didn't you report it? Zhao Chen replies, I was terrified. I couldn't think straight for a long time. The red-haired officer says, Lidin, he looks very shaken. We should let him rest. For a normal person, this kind of trauma is too much. Zhao Chen thinks, this guy is very cautious. I need to be careful around Ledin. It's obvious he doesn't trust me. At the same time, Ledin thinks, this kid is clearly lying. The problem is, we don't have any solid clues either. The red-haired officer says, all right, let's end today's questioning here. Zhao Chen quickly adds, in the alley, that ghost told me something. He said there's something inside warehouse number 2. He kept insisting that I go there. The officer reacts, warehouse number 2? Zhao Chen thinks, finally, I've shifted their attention there. Whatever is there, they can investigate it themselves. I don't need to worry. The officer says seriously, this is very important information. If you possess such knowledge, your life could be in danger. Don't worry, we'll assign someone from the guild to protect you. Zhao Chen thinks, they're going to assign someone to protect me? But if they stay around me all the time, how will I go to the underworld? Zhao Chen says, all right, I don't have a problem, but I have 2 conditions. Li Din responds, conditions? We're protecting you and you're setting terms? Zhao Chen says, first, the house I'm staying in isn't mine, so you'll have to leave at night. Second, I want the red-haired officer to be my protector. He seems like a good person. Ledin replies, fine, no problem. Wang Liang, I'll report this to headquarters. Wang Liang asked, why did you choose me to protect you? Zhao Chen replied, you look very powerful and smart. I felt that if you were protecting me, no one would be able to harm me. Wang Liang said, I must say, you have a sharp eye. You chose the best person to protect yourself. Then Zhao Chen said, the people who kidnapped me were talking about spirit masters and ghost hunters. Wang Liang explained, that's a very old story. It all began after the Great Disturbance. About 100 years ago, a massive earthquake struck the earth, one so powerful that humanity had never seen anything like it before. The ground split open, and from it emerged extremely powerful beings. That day came to be known as the Great Disturbance, because after that, humanity was never the same. At that time, many people learned how to control ghosts and use their powers. Those people became ghost hunters. Later, these ghost hunters formed a guild known as the Spirit Guild. At the same time, there were others who didn't control ghosts. Instead, they surrendered their bodies in exchange for power. They were called spirit masters, people who seek to control the world using that power. In the last 100 years, they've tried many times to take over the world, but because of us, they've never succeeded. The worst thing about spirit masters is that they will go to any lengths for power. And we, the Spirit Guild, hate them, because I've lost many comrades because of them. The day we joined the guild, we made a promise. If we die fighting. Zhao Chen said, From what you're saying, it seems spirit masters are much more powerful than you. Suddenly, Wang Liang warned, Jiao Chen, stop. There's a trap ahead. Jiao Chen asked, what's happening? Is this building about to collapse? Wang Liang replied, this is the work of a spirit master. Quickly, cover your ears, you won't be able to withstand this sound. A terrifying noise echoes and everything returns to normal. Jiao Chen asked, what was that? Was it an illusion? Wang Liang explained, no, it wasn't an illusion. A ghost used its power to distort the space around us. This must be the work of a powerful spirit master. My barrier won't last long. We need to get out of here quickly. But as they move forward, a spirit master appears in front of them. She says, I knew you would try to escape. That's why I was waiting here. Wang Liang tells Jiao Chen, I'll hold her off. You run. As Jiao Chen runs, he thinks, don't worry. I'll come back with Octa and the Iron Mimic. But when he hides and tries to use his key, it doesn't work. Before he can react, someone strikes him on the head from behind. Jiao Chen says, who are you? Why are you attacking me? A cloaked man asks, brother, what should we do with him? Another man replies, what else? Kill him. Then we'll capture his soul and interrogate him. The cloaked man stops him. No, we shouldn't do that. If the spirit guild is so interested in him, he might be useful to us in the future. Let's take him with us first. Meanwhile, Wang Liang was severely injured in battle. He thinks, this woman is incredibly powerful. I have no chance of defeating her. The spirit master says, you're struggling for nothing. Just give up. I don't want to kill you unnecessarily. Wang Liang replies, Auntie Kun, thank you for staying with me till now. But it seems we won't be able to fight together anymore. As he charges forward, he thinks, I know I can't defeat her in a normal fight. But even if I have to sacrifice myself to kill her, it's worth it. He launches an attack, taking her hit while striking back. But before his attack lands, the cloaked man appears and stops him. The cloaked man says, Pujao, underestimating your opponent could have cost you dearly. Don't make that mistake again. Pujao kneels and says, Master, thank you for saving me. I never thought this guy would risk his life to kill me. That was my mistake. I was careless. The cloaked man replies, Ghost hunters may not be very powerful, but their courage is extraordinary. They don't even fear death. So next time, be careful around them. And stop his bleeding. He's useful to us. He must not die yet. Later, they tie up Jiao Chen and wake him. A bald man says, Wake up, kid. We sent 3 people just to meet you. 2 died, and 1 disappeared. Meeting you wasn't easy. Jiao Chen thinks, I'm completely trapped. The cloaked man says, I have no personal grudge against you. So just answer my questions, and you can leave. Now tell me, where is that item? Jiao Chen replies, What are you even talking about? I've lived abroad my whole life. When I came back, I found out my grandfather had died, and my company had gone bankrupt. I used to have everything, but now the bank owns it all. If you want something, go ask the bank. The cloaked man said, It seems you don't understand the language of kindness. We'll have to use force. Wang Liang said, Let Jiao Chen go. He truly doesn't know anything about what you're talking about. But yes, I know everything about it. The cloaked man replied, If you tell me the location, I won't just let this boy go. I'll let you go as well. Wang Liang said, I won't tell you just like that. Make a spirit contract with me first. Only then will I speak. Laughing, the cloaked man said, No problem. I've already signed the contract with you. None of us can attack you now. So go on. Tell me, where is it? Wang Liang replied, What you're looking for is in warehouse number 2. Hearing this, the cloaked man smiled and said, You kept your promise, so I'll keep mine. He then released both Jiao Chen and Wang Liang. Jiao Chen thought, what could possibly be inside that warehouse that these spirit masters are so desperate to get it? Suddenly, Jiao Chen and Wang Liang teleport into a forest, but many ghosts begin chasing them. Wang Liang said, Jiao Chen, leave me. You'll die because of me. There are too many powerful ghosts here. If you run alone, you might survive. But with me, you have no chance. Jiao Chen thought, he thinks I'm just an ordinary person. He has no idea I have my own trump cards. Jiao Chen asked, Wang Liang, why did you tell them about the warehouse? Wang Liang replied, You trusted me. If they had killed you while I was there, I would have never forgiven myself. So please, leave me and run. I don't want my sacrifice to go to waste. Jiao Chen thought, this fool got into trouble because of me. If he's trapped because of me, then it's my responsibility to save him. At that moment, Jiao Chen burns an underworld currency. Because of this, an underworld taxi appears in front of him. The driver said, What are you waiting for? Get in quickly. Shocked, Wang Liang said, How did you summon a car in the middle of a forest? Jiao Chen thought, Grandpa wrote in his diary that burning this money does something. Now I understand. It summons services from the underworld. The driver asked, "You haven't told me where you want to go." Zhao Chen replied, "Take us somewhere safe, somewhere no one can harm us." The driver said, "All right, fasten your seatbelts." At full speed, they escape and return to the human world. Wang Liang said in shock, "How is this possible? A taxi just saved us from so many ghosts." Zhao Chen said, "Don't talk too much. You're badly injured. Driver, take us to the hospital immediately." Soon, they arrive at the hospital. Zhao Chen said, "Wang Liang, don't worry about the spirit masters. I've already reported everything to the spirit guild. They'll handle the warehouse situation." Zhao Chen thought, "I don't like owing anyone favors, especially not after those spirit masters caused me so much trouble and underestimated me. It's time to teach them a lesson." Later, Zhao Chen returns home. "If Wang Liang hadn't been with me today, I would have definitely died. If I don't repay his favor, I won't be able to face myself. Alright, let's go. Today we're going to teach some people a lesson." Soon, Zhao Chen arrives at warehouse number 2. An alarm announces, "This is the defrost area. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to enter." Zhao Chen thought, if the alarm is already active, that means they've already arrived. He notices a bald man and starts following him. Zhao Chen thought, what is this bald guy doing here? Soon, the bald man approaches someone who looks like Wang Liang. Zhao Chen thought, I just left Wang Liang at the hospital, so this can't be him. This must be a spirit master who can change appearances. The bald man said, "Faceless, are you sure nothing will go wrong here?" Faceless replied, "We've planted a spy inside the spirit guild. He keeps giving us all the information. He even told us that our plan has already been leaked. The spirit guild will arrive here soon." The bald man said, "It doesn't matter who comes. Anyone who gets in our way will die." Faceless replied, "Don't be overconfident. We must not leave any room for mistakes." Zhao Chen thought, so those boxes are extremely important. Iron Mimic, you know what to do. The bald man orders Faceless to guard the door and says, "No one gets past this point." Then he suddenly says, "Why does this box feel so heavy all of a sudden?" At that moment, Zhao Chen appears and says, "Wang Liang, what are you doing here?" The fake Wang Liang replies, "The guild assigned me a task, so I had to come here." He thinks, we already sent this guy to the underworld. How did he survive? Well, this is actually good. He thinks I'm Wang Liang, so he won't suspect me. Zhao Chen throws a candy and says, "Here, this is your favorite, right?" The fake Wang Liang thinks, what's going on here? At that moment, the Iron Mimic eats both the candy and the fake Wang Liang. After consuming him, it spits out a mask. Zhao Chen says happily, "The Iron Mimic is truly amazing. It can devour anyone and give me their abilities. Let's see what this mask can do." The mirror reveals, this is called the Faceless Mask. With it, you can transform into anyone, and the best part is, it has no side effects. Zhao Chen says, "This is incredible." He wears the mask and transforms into Wang Liang. At that moment, Pujao's voice comes through the walkie-talkie. "Faceless, come help us quickly. Those damn guild members have surrounded us." Zhao Chen thinks, this is the same girl who attacked us earlier. Pujao continues, "I'm hiding in the office in the west area. I'm badly injured. Come quickly and help me." As Zhao Chen moves forward, he thinks, if she's injured, then this is perfect. I can go there easily and finish her off. Pujao adds, "Our leader is seriously injured and has already fainted. I can't handle them alone. Hurry. You're standing right outside the office. I'm right here." Zhao Chen was shocked and thinks, what? I'm using my stealth ability, yet she still knows I'm outside? Does my stealth not work against them? He quickly realizes, Pujao isn't here. If there had been a fight, there would be signs. This is a trap. Even though the mirror said the mask has no side effects, I feel like I've become greedy after wearing it. I almost walked straight into a ghost's trap. Zhao Chen says aloud, "All right, ghost, come out." He throws an explosive ball, causing a loud blast that shatters part of the wall. Seeing the ghost, Zhao Chen says, "Finally, you're caught." The mirror explains, this ghost is called the Iron Fang Fish. It can read people's thoughts and uses them to lure and trap its victims. If cooked with spices, it tastes quite good and is rich in nutrients. Zhao Chen says with a grin, "You do look pretty tasty." At that moment, he hears someone screaming. He enters a room and sees a badly injured guild member. The man says, "Ice Sparrow, I'm Flying Fish. Something terrible has happened here. All the ghosts in the warehouse have gone mad. They're attacking everyone indiscriminately. Go quickly and help Libleden. He's in serious trouble." Zhao Chen thinks, so Wang Liang's code name is Ice Sparrow. Zhao Chen asks, "Who injured you like this? Was it Pujao?" Flying Fish replies, "Yes, and there was also a cloaked man with her. They were both extremely powerful. I couldn't fight them alone." If you face them, be careful. Zhao Chen says, don't talk anymore. You're badly injured. I'll take you to the hospital. Flying Fish replies, no, there's no need. Just do me one favor. Next month is my daughter's birthday. I've kept her gift in a locker. Tell her about it, and tell her father has gone on a trip. Zhao Chen says, all right, I'll do it. Flying Fish continues, be careful of the ghosts here. I found something important. Return it safely to the guild. To be honest, I'm proud to die while working for humanity. With those words, Flying Fish dies. Zhao Chen thinks, things here are getting even more dangerous. I only have two options, run or fight, but I'm choosing neither. I'll first observe what's really going on. Zhao Chen steps out of the warehouse and notices people approaching from behind. He sees that all 5 of them are Spirit Guild members. He thinks in shock. Only 5 people came? Are they strong enough to defeat the Spirit Masters together? The female leader of the group starts walking toward him. Suddenly, a shutter opens and a head falls out. The guild members say, that's one of ours. We need to find out what happened. Using a detection ability, she sees that many ghosts are already inside. She says in shock, what happened in this warehouse? These are all ghosts that our members used to control, but now they've gone completely mad. That means everyone who went inside is already dead. Zhao Chen thinks. Flying Fish said the same thing. Once inside, all ghosts go berserk, and since ghost hunters rely on controlling ghosts, this makes fighting extremely difficult for them. If we think about it, whatever is inside must be a huge treasure for Spirit Masters. They can use it to strengthen their spirits while weakening ghost hunters. That's probably why they've been after it all this time. The red-haired girl says, once a ghost goes berserk, it can't be restored. We have no choice but to eliminate them. She commands, black armor, unlock the spirit box. Iron Claw, everyone, prepare for attack. We must give it our all in this fight. Using the mirror, Zhao Chen observes, Black Armor is a mid-level ghost hunter, and his ghost is called Energy Tuna, a high-grade spirit. Its ability can easily put even powerful creatures to sleep, but it severely damages its master's mind. Soon, Energy Tuna puts all the ghosts to sleep. The red-haired girl orders, Iron Claw, move forward and eliminate them all. Within seconds, Iron Claw destroys all the ghosts. But suddenly, an attack comes from behind, and Iron Claw was killed instantly. The red-haired girl says, that's bad. Who's there? Pujao steps forward and says, I killed him, and now I'm going to kill all of you, one by one. Zhao Chen thinks, what happened to her? Yesterday she was human. How did she turn into a monster? Pujao says proudly, look carefully. This is what true power looks like. You've never seen anything like this before. And sadly, you never will again. The red-haired girl replies, that power you're talking about, look at yourself in a mirror. That's not power, it's a curse. You were once a normal human, and now you've turned into a monster. Pujao said, how we look doesn't matter. What matters is that we have power. You have no idea how much this world is about to change. In the future, those who have power will become gods, and those who don't will be destroyed. The red-haired girl replied, you call yourself a god? If the 4 of us wanted, we could easily defeat you together. At that moment, the cloaked man stepped forward and said, yes, if 4 of you fought 1, you might win. But this isn't a 4 versus 1 fight, it's going to be 5 versus 2. Zhao Chen was shocked and thought, why did he say 5 people? Did he notice me? Wait, he's not talking about me, he's talking about Ledin. The cloaked man said, here, take Ledin. This guy has caused us a lot of trouble. Black Armor said, leader, give me 1 second, I'll go and bring Ledin back. The red-haired girl stopped him. There's no need, stay here. Something feels off. Black Armor replied, I don't see any problem here. Why are you stopping me from saving Ledin? She answered, it's simple. If you go forward, you'll die too. Didn't you see what they did to Iron Claw? The cloaked man smirked. I must say, there are some intelligent people in your guild. The red-haired girl said in shock. I recognize you. You're the dangerous spirit master known as Black Glove, aren't you? The cloaked man replied. Black Glove. That was my old name. Just a code name I used for years. But that's my past. Things have changed now. Meanwhile, Zhao Chen secretly uses his power to heal Lidin. He thinks Lidin isn't fully human, he's half robot. That's why I can repair him using Iron Mimic. Lidin, surprised, asks, who are you? And why are you helping me? Zhao Chen replies, who I am doesn't matter. What matters is that your friends are in danger, and you need to help them. Lidin thinks, whoever this guy is, he has a stealth ability, and that's a very rare power. Could he be an assassin? Usually, only assassins have abilities like that. Zhao Chen says, the wires in your body are exposed and the atmosphere here is very humid. If there's even a small short circuit, You won't survive. Zhao Chen thinks, Pujao has become extremely powerful. If I can somehow eliminate her, it will greatly help everyone here. I have a perfect plan. He says, Ledin, help me. Together we'll defeat Pujao. She wants to become a god, right? Let's show her what ordinary humans can do. Then the scene shifts to 1 hour earlier. Because of Zhao Chen's information, Lidin's team arrived at the warehouse early. But just as they were about to retrieve the box, Pujao and the cloaked man appeared. With the cloaked man's support, Pujao rushed forward at high speed, broke Flying Fish's armor, and reached the box. The moment she touched it, terrifying sounds came from inside, and she transformed into a half-monster. Using her power, she drove all the ghosts berserk. At that point, the ghost hunters couldn't fight back, because their own weapons were now working against them. Ledin said, "This is how those bastards defeated us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have lost in a fair fight." Zhao Chen asked, what exactly was inside that box that made all the ghosts go berserk and gave her such power? Ledin replied, I'm sorry. Even though you're helping me, I can't tell you that. Zhao Chen said, that's fine. I'm not that curious anyway. But we'll only get one chance. You'll have to kill Pujao in that moment. Zhao Chen thinks, I have the hallucination orb. Using it, I can trap her in an illusion for a short time. That will be enough to kill her. Back to the present, the cloaked man says, unbelievable. Ledin is still alive. He's been a real nuisance. Pujao, go finish him. Pujao smiles, it'll be fun to kill him with my own hands. But as she moves forward to attack, her surroundings suddenly distort. She begins to see Ledin as her college crush, Wang Gui. She says happily, Wang Gui, are you proposing to me? I've waited so long for this day. Finally, we can be together. At that moment, Ledin returns to his real form, and with a single strike, kills Pujao. Ledin says, Zhao Chen, help me stand. Otherwise, everyone will realize I was acting. He then explains, controlling that box required a huge amount of energy. She used up most of her strength controlling it. Even though she looked powerful, she was actually very weak at that moment. That's why I took the chance and killed her. Then, turning back, Ledin says, brother, my body is stiff. Can you help me move? Zhao Chen replies, you're in such bad condition, yet you're still putting on an act in front of everyone. At this rate, I might end up dying because of you. Meanwhile, the cloaked man thinks, I wanted to use Ledin, but he ruined my entire plan. But how did he survive? I injured him so badly that he should have been dead. Could it be that the guild's technology has improved, and now their members have some kind of healing ability? Laughing, Ledin said, I know what you're waiting for. You're thinking your men will arrive soon, but let me tell you, no one is coming. You're only safe until your people inside the guild are exposed. Once they're caught, we'll capture you soon enough. The cloaked man replied, be as arrogant as you want. One day will come, Ledin, when you'll be begging in front of me. With that, he opened a portal and escaped. At the same time, due to a short circuit in his body, Ledin collapsed on the spot. Zhao Chen thought, this is a perfect chance for me to escape. I should leave. Ledin shouted, brother, where are you going? You've helped us a lot. Please stay. Others also asked, Ledin, what happened here? Who were you trying to stop? Zhao Chen thought, my healing ability is about to run out. I shouldn't reveal myself in front of everyone. I need to leave. I still have more important things to do. Just then, the bald man called through a communicator. Faceless, where are you? Our leader is badly injured, and Pujao is dead. Come pick me up quickly. I'll wait for you for 10 minutes on the east side of the mountain. If you don't come, I'm leaving. Zhao Chen noticed someone creating a disturbance nearby. As he moved, he thought, I can't get distracted by small things. Catching that bald guy is more important. With that, Zhao Chen left. Meanwhile, the one following him was none other than Red Heels. Scene shifts. The bald man muttered, I've already been waiting for more than 10 minutes. What is that faceless guy doing? How long am I supposed to wait? Suddenly, he heard rustling in the bushes. He said, finally, you're here. But the moment he saw octopus-like tentacles in front of him, he was shocked. We then see Zhao Chen has captured him and brought him to his house. At that moment, Zhao Chen notices another page of his diary has unlocked. He says, Octa, I'll read the diary. You interrogate this bald guy. Hearing the word interrogation, Octa gets nervous. Zhao Chen says, looks like she doesn't know what interrogation means. Don't do anything extreme, just beat him. Don't kill him. You can hit him as much as you want. Octa immediately starts the interrogation. The diary reads, today is March 12th. To be honest, I faced a lot of trouble today. In District 13, near a temple, I met my friend who was in terrible condition. That same day, I encountered spirit masters and ghost hunters for the first time. Because Jiao Pharmaceuticals had a good reputation, the ghost hunter treated me with respect. He told me things about this world that I could never have imagined. I couldn't even believe that such things were happening in the world we live in. That night, that bastard Hades also came to me. He said that the way ghost hunters train and use ghosts is completely wrong. They don't know how to properly use ghosts. Jiao Chen thought, what? The ghost hunter's method is wrong? If their method is wrong, then what's the right way? Does that mean the spirit master's method is correct? Even though spirit masters are more powerful, they turn into monsters. Even if their method is right, I will never become like them just for power. I'd rather follow the ghost hunter's way. The diary continued. Anyone who treats ghosts as mere weapons is a fool. If you treat a ghost as your equal and as a friend, only then will you truly understand its power. And that kind of power is unbeatable. Annoyed, Jiao Chen said, what? That's it? You told me what's wrong, but not what's right. Just saying treat them equally. What am I supposed to understand from that? Forget it. I'll figure it out myself in time. He then turned to the bald man and said, I'll ask you some questions and you will answer honestly. First, how does this place feel to you? The bald man replied, one thing is certain, this isn't Earth. This place is extremely strange. I've never seen anything like it before. But in his mind, he thought, what's happening to me? My mouth is moving on its own. I'm forced to tell the truth. Does this guy have a speaking type spirit? But if that's the case, why did he beat me so much? Did I get beaten for nothing? Jiao Chen continued. Your leader can open portals. He once threw me and Wang Liang into the underworld, and he himself escaped through a portal. Tell me, how is he able to move freely in the underworld? The bald man replied, there are many ways to enter the underworld. You just need power and wealth. But there's one problem. Out of 100 who go in, only one comes back. Jiao Chen asked, if I wanted to go, could you send me there? The bald man replied, yes, it's possible. Our method is difficult, but we have several safe bases in the underworld. We send our people there for training. Jiao Chen asked, who exactly is your boss? How does he have such influence in the underworld? And what was inside that box that made Pujao so powerful? The bald man replied, we're just temporary members. We don't know who our boss is or what was in the box. But if Pujao were here, she would know everything. Jiao Chen said, so you're just a mercenary. Then why did you join their team? The bald man replied, they were giving me fragments of spiritual energy. These fragments are extremely rare. You can't find them anywhere. That's why I agreed to help them. Jiao Chen said, if you have 12 fragments, hand them over right now. Looking at the fragments, Jiao Chen thought, these are incredibly beautiful. I've never seen anything like this before. At that moment, the bald man suddenly jumped and escaped out of the house. He said, you're still young. You can't keep someone as experienced as me imprisoned. And look, I escaped so easily. Just then, a monster emerged from the water and said, human meat really tastes delicious. Another man, struggling while swimming, pleaded, please save me. If you help me, I'll take you around the underworld and tell you many things about it. Jiao Chen replied, that won't be necessary. I don't need to explore the entire underworld. I already have my own place there. That's enough for me. The bald man said, you did all of this on purpose, didn't you? You already knew there was a powerful monster in the water. You deliberately distracted me so I would jump in, and then you could kill me easily. I'm sure the Spirit Guild doesn't know about all this, but if you think you can hide from them, you're wrong. The Spirit Guild doesn't trust anyone. They constantly monitor even their own people. So there's no way no one is watching you. I guarantee that sooner or later, you'll regret siding with them. Before he could say anything more, the monster devoured him. Jiao Chen thought, he actually made a valid point. I should return quickly, or the Spirit Guild might start watching me. As Jiao Chen returned home, someone knocked on the door. He thought, who could it be at this hour? When he opened the door, he saw members of the Spirit Guild standing outside. Jiao Chen thought, the guild's technology is really impressive. Just a while ago, Ledin was severely injured, his arm was even broken. But now he's completely healed. Ledin said, Jiao Chen, meet them. This is Wang Qi, my boss, and Iron Clock, my colleague. As soon as they entered, Wang Qi said, I must say, this house is quite impressive. Jiao Chen replied, this isn't my house, I'm just renting it. Wang Qi said, I've ordered food for you. Let's sit down, eat and talk. Jiao Chen said, just a moment, I'll bring something. He then spread a cloth over the table and said, I promised the owner that I wouldn't damage any of the furniture. That's why I'm protecting the table from stains. Ledin said, I must say, you're very responsible. Most tenants don't care this much about their landlord's property, Wang Qi continued. Because of the report you gave us, our guild benefited greatly. That's why we want to reward you, Zhao Chen replied. But the report was made by Wang Lian, wasn't it? So why are you rewarding me? Ledin said. We have very advanced technology. No matter which number calls us, we can identify who's actually speaking, Wang Qi added. The call came from Wang Liang's phone, but the person speaking was you. And by the way, Wang Liang is recovering, though he's not fit to work yet. That's why I brought Iron Clock with me. The danger to your life hasn't passed yet, so Iron Clock will protect you. Zhao Chen thought, so their suspicion hasn't disappeared. They want to keep an eye on me, he said. To be honest, I don't need your protection. Earlier, Wang Liang was with me, and I was still attacked. If you assign someone again, they'll attack again, and someone else might get hurt. Wang Qi said, you know you're in danger, yet you're refusing protection. That means you're confident you can protect yourself. Zhao Chen asked, what exactly are you implying? Wang Qi said, stop acting. We all know that the person who helped us at the warehouse was you. I noticed the aura there, and I'm certain it was yours. What do you think, Lidin? Lidin replied. The voices didn't match. I spoke to that person for quite a while, so I'm not entirely sure. Wang Qi said, that's fine. We have mission voice recordings. We can compare them, and even if the voices don't match, we can check footprints, run DNA tests, and trace networks. We have plenty of ways to confirm your identity, Zhao Chen said. And what will you gain from confirming it? He thought, there's no point hiding things from them. I already used the underworld note in front of Wang Liang. When he wakes up, he'll definitely tell them. I don't even know how I'll explain everything then. Wang Qi said directly, I won't beat around the bush anymore. I want you to join our guild and become a ghost hunter. Zhao Chen replied immediately, forget it, I'm not joining something that dangerous. I know my limits, I'm not fit to be a ghost hunter, he thought. If they had offered earlier, I might have considered it. But after reading the diary, I won't. Grandpa clearly wrote that their method is wrong. If their foundation itself is flawed, how far can I really go using it? Wang Qi said. Alright, we understand you don't want to join full-time. But what about part-time? You won't be an inner member, just an outer member. There are many benefits even as an outer member. Read this document and then decide. Zhao Chen thought, they already prepared this contract in advance, so they expected me to refuse. They're trying hard to make sure I can't say no. Wang Qi continued. Our salaries are quite high. You'll receive $100,000 per month. And you'll also get access to many special privileges of the Spirit Guild. Even as a part-time member, you'll gain access to valuable information about this world. Zhao Chen thought, guild information? That's extremely important. In this world, information is everything. And right now, that's exactly what I lack. But I shouldn't agree too quickly, or they'll think I've fallen into their trap. Zhao Chen said, if I have to fight spirit masters, I'll need weapons. Will I get weapons like Wang Liang? Wang Qi replied, yes. Since you're a part-time officer, you'll definitely receive weapons. You'll be given 2 magnetic balls. Use them once and return them to the guild. You'll be issued new ones afterward. Zhao Chen asked, will you give me a ghost to control as well? Wang Qi said, no. Since you're only a part-timer, you're not qualified to receive a ghost. Zhao Chen said, alright, then I'll sign the contract. I don't really have much to do anyway. If I'm getting $100,000 every month, I have no problem with that. Layden said, good, from now on we're colleagues. The guild training will begin soon. We'll inform you before it starts. Zhao Chen asked, training? What do you mean? Layden replied, you'll have to take tests and undergo training under us. These are the guild's rules. And by the way, there's no discrimination in our dormitories. Boys and girls stay together. Annoyed, Zhao Chen said, what do you think I am? Some desperate guy who'd get excited hearing that. After leaving, Li Din said to Wang Qi, you said we had to recruit him no matter what, but he almost refused completely. Wang Qi replied, don't worry, even as a part-timer, he has joined. I'll handle turning him into a full-time member later. Inside, Zhao Chen said to Ironclaw, Wang Lian is your friend, right? Don't you want to visit him? Ironclaw replied, I've been assigned to protect you, so I can't leave. But if you go to see him, I can come along. Soon, Zhao Chen arrived at the hospital. Wang Lian said, it feels really good to have survived. Ironclaw added, you know, we suffered heavy losses in this battle. Our teammate Flying Fish is missing. Shocked, Zhao Chen thought, missing? But he died right in front of me. Wang Liang asked, Zhao Chen, why do you look so troubled? Zhao Chen replied, no, it's nothing. But he thought, if Flying Fish died, there was no earthquake or tsunami. So how could his body just disappear? Wang Liang said. Our job is extremely dangerous. You can look at me as an example. If it weren't for you, I would have died. Zhao Chen replied. Well, I'm a part-timer too, so I should probably prepare for my death in advance. At least things will be properly handled after I'm gone. Wang Liang suddenly said, Wait a second. Flying Fish told me his daughter's birthday is coming up. He bought her a gift. I'll make sure to deliver it on time. Zhao Chen thought, Good, I've passed on Flying Fish's message. As he left, Zhao Chen said, All right, you should rest. We won't disturb you anymore. I also have to attend guild training soon. Shocked, Wang Liang said, Training? But you said you're a part-timer. Why would part-timers need training? Zhao Chen thought, I knew it. The guild members were lying. Wang Liang quickly covered it up. Oh right, I forgot. Even part-timers have to train. Go on, Zhao Chen. I'm sure you'll do well. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Flying Fish had turned into a brutal entity and was rampaging through the city. When Zhao Chen returned home, Ironclaw told him, There's a message from the guild for you. You've been given several options. You can choose one. The message read, Option 1. If you join as a full-time member, you'll receive your own ghost. Option 2. As a part-timer, you'll receive combat equipment, a full armor set, an energy shield, and speed boots. Option 3. Choose neither and request whatever you need. If possible, we'll provide it. Ironclaw thought, the second option is incredible. Even full-time members rarely get such equipment, and he's being offered this just to recruit him. Zhao Chen said, I choose the third option. I want a military-grade water pump. Shocked, Ironclaw said, water pump? Later, Zhao Chen received the pump and began using it to extract items from the water. Octa thought happily, now I don't have to work hard anymore. This machine will do everything. Soon, Zhao Chen noticed something valuable near the shore. The mirror said, This is called a jade heart. It's usually found near rivers like this. It tastes slightly bitter and sweet. Iron Mimic normally eat this to fill their stomachs. Zhao Chen said, Iron Mimic, eat all of this quickly. Eating only candy all the time isn't good. While eating, the mimic complained, This tastes terrible. Candy is much better. Zhao Chen said, Octa, what are you staring at? You've gotten fat eating junk food. Start eating this too. It's good for your body. Later, while checking his belongings, the old man from before appeared again. Zhao Chen thought, This old man is clever. He's sitting exactly at the boundary of my territory. Zhao Chen said, Old man, that mirror you gave me is useless. I can only use it 3 times a day, and it keeps giving random recipes. The old man replied, What are you trying to say? Do you think I scammed you? Zhao Chen said, I didn't say that, but it's not very useful. The old man explained, This is called the listening mirror. Normally, it can answer only 3 times a day. But if you want to use it more, you'll have to pay a price. Zhao Chen asked, What kind of price? The old man said, Make a small cut on your finger and feed your blood to the mirror. After that, it will answer any question accurately. But there's a catch. It will give you a task, and if you fail to complete that task, it can do anything to you. Zhao Chen asked, What if the task is dangerous? The old man replied, Yes, that's possible. No matter how dangerous it is, you must complete it. If you fail, a ghost will come out of the mirror and devour you. Zhao Chen thought, I'm not doing this. I have no desire to die for no reason. The old man said, Even though you can only use it 3 times for now, trust me, it's much safer this way. And judging by the situation, it looks like your ghost is about to obtain something incredible. Zhao Chen said, Mimic, help Octa. Together, they pulled a shell out of the water. Zhao Chen asked, What's so special about this? The old man replied, It's a good thing that this turtle is already dead. If it were alive, your ghosts wouldn't have been able to pull it out at all. How about you sell this turtle to me? I promise I'll give you an excellent price. Zhao Chen said, Let me check what it actually is first. The mirror explained, This is called Juatong. It's one of the most powerful turtles that live in this river. It is said that its shell is completely unbreakable. Zhao Chen said, I'll keep this shell for myself. There's no way I'm giving something like this away. But I have plenty of other items here. If you want something else, you can take it. The old man stepped forward and picked up a few bones. Zhao Chen asked, What will you give me in exchange for these? He thought, this must be something valuable if he's picking it himself. I'm only giving it to him because he's useful to me. Thanks to the listening mirror, I've already gained a lot of benefits. Let's see what I get in return. The old man said, Tell me your price first, then I'll make my offer. Zhao Chen thought, This old man is sharp. He knows I don't understand the value of these things, so he wants me to speak first. Zhao Chen said, Forget the payment for now. You can pay me the next time you come. The old man smiled and said, Kid, you're quite smart. Zhao Chen then asked, "What is this shell actually used for?" The old man replied casually, "For cooking." Zhao Chen thought, "I knew it. This old man is lying." Later, Zhao Chen polished the shell and said, "I'm sure this is some kind of amazing treasure. No wonder that old man wanted it." After returning to the human world, Zhao Chen saw Iron Claw, who had been guarding the place all night. Zhao Chen asked, "Aren't you going to rest?" Iron Claw replied, "No, I'm used to this kind of work." He then went inside Zhao Chen's house to wash his hands. Zhao Chen said, "People think working for the Spirit Guild must be amazing. But after seeing your work, I can say one thing. It's extremely dangerous. If anyone truly understood this job, they would never choose it." Iron Claw said, "To be honest, this is nothing. Some members of our guild are on missions where they can't return for 10 years. And we don't even know whether they're alive or dead." At that moment, a cat appeared on the roof. Iron Claw asked, "Is that your cat?" Zhao Chen replied, "I'm seeing it for the first time too. If you want, you can rest for a while." Iron Claw said, "No, my shift is about to change. At 2 p.m., a guild vehicle will come to pick you up, so be ready." Later, Zhao Chen went to rest. He thought, "I don't know what kind of training I'll have to face. I should get proper rest first." But as soon as he fell asleep, the same cat entered his room and tried to attack him. Fortunately, Zhao Chen's keys protected him. Soon, members of the Spirit Guild arrived to pick him up. Zhao Chen thought, "So many people came just to pick me up. I never imagined such an impressive vehicle would come for me." After checking him, a guard said, "Sir, please come inside." Inside, 3 people were already seated. One said, "My name is Beck. I came here from England." Another said, "My name is Leakin. I'm from here." A girl complained, "What's going on? Why isn't the vehicle moving?" Suddenly, they realized the vehicle was actually part of an aircraft, and they were already in the sky. Then, the rope snapped, and they all began to fall. Leedon's voice echoed, "Welcome to the training facility. I'll be your instructor. Your only goal here is to survive." Terrified, the girl said, "You people are insane. I don't want to join this. Send me back home." Leedon replied, "Once it starts, it cannot be stopped. You must complete this training." Zhao Chen said calmly, "The aircraft that brought us here was labeled number 8. That model has several design flaws. Its structure wasn't stable either. So from the beginning, everything we saw was an illusion." Suddenly, they felt a strong shock. When they opened their eyes, they were inside a basement. Zhao Chen said, "I knew it. We were in a virtual world. Now we're finally back in reality." Beck said, "Staying inside the car won't help. You should come out too." But the girl refused. "No, I'm not getting out. I'm too scared. I'm not doing this training." Zhao Chen said, "If she doesn't want to come out, that's fine. We can't force anyone. We shouldn't waste time because of her." Beck then asked, "We introduced ourselves, but you didn't tell us your name." Zhao Chen replied, "My name is Zhao Chen. Nice to meet you." At that moment, the door had opened. Beck asked, "What should we do? Should we go outside?" Zhao Chen said, "We don't have another option. We need to move forward and figure out what's going on." As soon as they stepped out of the basement, the car exploded, and the girl inside died instantly. Angry, Zhao Chen thought, "How could I forget? There's not much difference between spirit masters and ghost hunters. Neither of them hesitates to take a life." Beck pointed at something and said, "What is that oil painting doing here?" Zhao Chen said, "The door is open. Move quickly. If we stay here, we might end up like her." When they stepped outside, they were shocked. The entire place looked exactly like the painting. Zhao Chen muttered, "What is the guild trying to do here?" At exactly 7 p.m., the lights went out. From the darkness, a ghost emerged. Zhao Chen thought, "I should have brought Iron Mimic with me. I was worried the guild might capture it, so I left it behind. But now, I realized that was a huge mistake. If he were here, at least I could have survived." Just then, the ghost spoke. "Tell me quickly, where is my button?" Zhao Chen frowned and thought, "What button is it talking about?" All of them started running to escape from the ghost. Leakin said while running, "We have to do something to defeat it. I'm terrible at running. My stamina is really bad." Beck said, "I have an idea. You all go ahead. I'll hold it back." Zhao Chen asked, "Are you planning to sacrifice yourself for us?" Beck replied, "No, I have a lighter. Normally scarecrows hang from trees. If it sees fire, it might get scared and run away." Beck threw his lighter at the ghost, but the fire had no effect on it. Lycan said nervously, "It looks even more dangerous now, but why didn't it burn?" Zhao Chen snapped, "Idiots, that's not a scarecrow, it's a ghost. Fire won't kill it." Lycan asked, "Then what do we do? There must be some way to kill it." Zhao Chen said, "It mentioned a button earlier, right? That button must be its weakness." Lycan said, exhausted, I'm too tired, I can't run anymore. Zhao Chen replied, when we get out of here, eat properly and train your body. A weak person like you can't survive in this world. Suddenly, their path was blocked by a house. Zhao Chen said, we were heading somewhere else. How did we end up here? Just then, a girl opened the door and said, come inside quickly. Beck asked, what should we do? Should we go in? Zhao Chen replied, we don't have any other choice. They all rushed inside. Beck said, we should keep watch. What if it's waiting for us outside? Then he turned to the girl and said, thank you for helping us. What's your name? Is there no adult at home? The girl replied, my dad is home, but he's on the top floor. He doesn't like being disturbed. Zhao Chen asked, do you know anything about that ghost? The girl said, my dad only told me one thing. No matter what happens, don't go outside after 7 p.m. You went out after 7. That's why it's chasing you. Beck asked, can we meet your father? Annoyed, the girl said, I already told you. He's working. No one can disturb him. Beck gave her chocolate and asked, it's already late. Why is he still working? Zhao Chen then said to Li Qin, earlier you mentioned something about parasites. What exactly are they? Beck explained, the ghost chasing us kept mentioning a button. There's a high chance that the button is its parasite. Without its parasite, a ghost is incomplete. And there's usually a way to destroy the parasite. If we destroy the button, the ghost will die on its own. Zhao Chen said, so parasites are quite important. Beck continued, but parasites are usually very weak. They can't survive without their main spirit. So they often rely on human bodies. They merge with humans and take control of their bodies. Beck added, I found out something else. The girl's name is Asia, and her father is a watchmaker. He usually works on the rooftop, and no one is allowed to disturb him after 7 p.m. She seemed really scared while talking about him. Something is definitely wrong. Zhao Chen asked, Asia, where is your mother? Asia replied, my mom passed away a long time ago. Zhao Chen thought, her mother is dead, and her father is suspicious. This family is definitely hiding something. Zhao Chen said, can we go upstairs and take a look? We noticed some issues with your father's clocks. We can help fix them. Asia hesitated, then said, my dad doesn't like anyone going upstairs, but he also doesn't like mistakes in his work. If you're helping him, I think he won't get angry. Zhao Chen reassured her, don't worry, we won't disturb him, we'll just help and come back. They all went upstairs. Looking at his keys, Zhao Chen thought, my keys are reacting. That means her father is the real parasite. Suddenly, the father turned around and said coldly, I told you not to disturb me after 7 p.m. Looks like you didn't understand. He immediately attacked his daughter, but Zhao Chen saved her just in time. The father shouted angrily, how dare you bring outsiders here? Do you have a death wish? Beck rushed forward and grabbed him. He shouted, everyone, get out of here. Li Qin hesitated, but what about Beck? Zhao Chen said, don't worry about him. He attacked his own daughter. He won't attack us if we take her away. They rushed to the rooftop, but when they arrived, they were horrified. There were multiple tied-up corpses there. Zhao Chen said in shock, what is this? This is human oil. At that moment, the button appeared and said, I told you not to disturb me. How dare you interfere? Zhao Chen lunged forward and stabbed the button, but suddenly a scarecrow attacked him from behind. Zhao Chen thought, this is it. I'm dead, but the scarecrow pushed him aside and started fighting over the button. It said, today, that button will finally be mine. Zhao Chen shouted, Li Qin, go help the girl's father. Li Qin protested, but he tried to kill us. Why should we help him? Zhao Chen replied, if that scarecrow gets the button, we're all dead. The scarecrow grabbed the button, but Zhao Chen pushed it away. He shouted, tell me, how do we kill this ghost? The man replied, the human oil here can kill it. Zhao Chen turned to Beck. Do you still have the lighter? Beck said, yes, but will it work? Meanwhile, the scarecrow said happily, finally, the button is mine. Zhao Chen appeared and said, you're getting one more thing along with it, your death. He poured the oil over the scarecrow and threw the lighter. The scarecrow burned completely. After that, Zhao Chen collapsed unconscious. When he opened his eyes, Wang Qi was standing in front of him. She said, you did a great job. Zhao Chen asked in shock, did I survive? Wang Qi explained, we have a high-level spirit here. As long as you're inside its barrier, you won't truly die. This entire training took place inside that barrier. So even if you died, you would still survive. You three performed very well. You've passed the test. And now you are officially members of the guild. Zhao Chen asked, so that girl is still alive too? Wang Qi replied, yes, she was inside the barrier as well, but she failed the test. So we erased her memories. Zhao Chen asked, and the girl we met, was she an illusion? Wang Qi said, no, she wasn't an illusion. But she died. What you experienced were real events. Ghost hunters can handle spirits and survive, but for normal humans, it's impossible. That's why our existence is necessary. Zhao Chen thought, I need to become stronger. So strong that no one has to die in front of me. So strong that I can protect everyone I care about. And with that, Season 1 comes to an end. We'll find out what happens next in the next season. Until then, bye, and stay tuned.